So, moving right along to another comic review, and this one is a book that my friend Chris sent me, and that is Jenny Zero, In His Shadow. So, Jenny Zero is from Dark Horse Comics. It is written by... who is it written by? Brockton McKinney and Dave Donwich, illustrated by Magenta King. Hope I'm saying that name right. Yeah. So this book is basically like, okay, so what is this comic about? This comic is basically, what if Ultraman had a daughter, and what if that daughter grew up to be like Paris Hilton? That's the question we're asking ourselves. So this comic, I know it has a sequel out, which explains more, but this is more of a, hey, this is the origin of that character, this is what this is who she is, this is what she does, this is her universe, and this is the character she is. So, basically what it is that this story follows a girl named Jenny, whose father was called Mega Commander Zero. I think, yeah, Mega Commander, and he was basically like an Ultraman type person, Ultraman type hero, fighting, I think, they don't call them kaiju. They call them, what was it? Kyodai. Yeah, Kyodai. And basically what they are like kaiju-esque creatures who attack Japan, but now they're spreading out. Now, Jenny's father, like I said, the Mega Commander, he died in a fight with the monster god known as Overking. And now everyone's looking to Jenny to take on her father's place as the new Mega Commander. But the thing of it is that Jenny never has a lot of undealt with trauma regarding her dad and the ASP, the stand-in science patrol in this universe. And essentially, she's just kind of like, yeah, I don't owe you assholes anything, and you got my dad killed, and I want nothing to do with you, so I'm just gonna party my life away and just do a shit ton of drugs. And yeah, eventually her powers do exist. She does have like a symbiotic gun named Nemo, but the thing of it is that she realizes she has a power to grow into a monster size herself, but she essentially doesn't want to deal with this responsibility. Now, the comic is beautifully drawn. It is an R-rated book. There's even some nudity and a lot of swearing, which I am not going to show on here because that will get me in trouble. Yeah, but I will say it's got some very nice fluid artwork. It's got some very well placed, just coloring. The action scenes, whenever they happen, they are kinetic. They feel kinetic. You feel like the weight of these monsters, as well as Jenny when she fights. There is a lot. Like I really like the artwork in here and how again, fast and kinetic it can be when it comes to a fight scene. Now, this comic is only 4 issues long, and it tries to do a lot in those 4 issues. I just talked about this in the Judge Dredd AVP crossover, where that book tries to do everything in 4 issues. Here, I already know that like this book has a sequel to it, like has a follow-up book to it, but even then, it really does feel like we're just we're getting a crash course of the character. I don't know how many issues the other book has, but hopefully it has more. That's just kind of like, I just hope that this book has more in the sequel, because this is more setup than anything else, and it really does feel like a little predictable in some cases, because like but however, Jenny at the same time doesn't grow as a character. She just feels like, I have to do this. It's not like she gets her arm twisted into an organization that is clearly fucked up, and she doesn't learn from anything. So hopefully, again, the sequel explains that, and that's what I'm kind of hoping they kind of do that, because Jenny's kind of it's understandable why she's the way she is, but at the same time, she's just not interesting as a character. She's just kind of the drunken bitch kind of role with superpowers. And I've seen that before in a multitude of other books. Done better. But again, this has a sequel. If it never got the sequel, I don't think I'd give this a better recommendation. But again, we're only at book 1, so maybe she grows she grows more as a character. In here, it's just, I'm just going to be an asshole to everybody, and I'm going to get my arm twisted into shit I don't want to do. I feel that. Anyway, do I recommend this? If you enjoy, kaiju stuff, and again, this feels like a nice little this feels like Ultraman by way of The Boys. That's the best way to describe this book. I say give it a shot. But Chris said he got this from Thrift Books, which inspired me to go perusing Thrift Books now. So maybe find it on for a lower price. Anyway. So there you go, guys. Chris, thank you once again for the book, and the other books headed my way at some point. But yeah, if you've read this comic, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.